Hello everyone, welcome to Daily English Conversation Practice with me. So what I do in this series is I take up any random topic which is those topics are related to our daily conversations and I speak about it. And what I want you to do is you can just try speaking with me, you can repeat after me, or you can get the idea or the topic and you can start speaking on your own. Okay, so this is going to help you to practice English speaking with daily life conversations. Guys, when we go out and speak to people, we share our experiences, we share our stories, we share our any events which we have attended or any kind of incident which has happened to us. We basically share those things with people during our conversations. So that is why I thought about taking up those topics and start speaking on it so that it's convenient for you to take those topics and start speaking either with me, or you can repeat after me, or you can take that idea and start speaking on your own. This is really going to help you to practice English speaking, and once you get into the practice or habit of doing this, definitely when you'll go outside and you'll start speaking to people, it will be easier for you to talk on those lines or on those topics. So that is why I have come up with this daily English conversation practice with me. I'm sure guys this is really helping you out, and if it is, please write in the comment section and let me know. On that note, welcome back to my channel. I'm a communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. Today's topic is also very unique. We all have some inspiration, right? We all idolize somebody during our journey, right? During childhood, we look up to our parents, or later on we look up to somebody, our professors, our teachers, our elders, or any role model. We all have role models, we all have inspiration, right? We all gain inspiration from some eminent personalities or some people who are good in their fields. So likewise, we have our own likings and inspiration and idols in life, right? And that is how we grow up. So today I'm going to talk about my inspiration or my idols when I was growing up and I wanted to reach or grow in my career, be successful in life. Who all were my inspirations, and how can I talk about that in a structured way. So I'm going to help you out, give you a structure how you can talk about that in a structured way. And if you are convinced, do subscribe to my channel. Please share my videos, give me a thumbs up and hit the bell icon. So let's get started now. So during my early childhood, of course, when we are kids or we are child, we look up to our parents, right? The same has happened to me also. So here what we are going to do is we are going to start with our childhood. Of course, everybody has an idol at different levels, right? So I'm going to start with my childhood, then I'm going to come to my teenager and then grown up stage. And then I'll talk about different people in these cases. Okay, so this is how you structure your conversation. Okay, so let's get started. So during my childhood, when I was a kid, or for example, any kid, when they start growing up, their first idol or their first inspiration is their parents. They grow up watching them, right? What they do, how they speak, how they talk, how they laugh, how they smile, how they eat, everything, right? We all take inspiration from our parents for all of these, right? So we start talking like the way they talk or walk, or meet people or greet people or eat food, how they eat. For example, what kind of breakfast, lunch, dinner they eat, and we try to imitate them, right? We also want things what they are eating, right? When you watch kids, they will, whatever you are eating, they want that. Okay, whether they like it or not, after 1 or 2 bites, they will probably switch to something else, but then they want what everybody else is having in the house. Okay, so that is how we grow up. So my first idol was my parents. I used to be like them, how they talk, how they walk, how they meet people, and how they eat food and different things. They were my childhood idols. I used to imitate them. I used to try to dress up like my mom and I wanted to look like her. So these things I used to do a lot, and every kid does, right? You probably might have done something, right, else. Probably your brother, your sister, or anybody else would have been your idol at that time. So in this way you can talk about this conversation. Okay. Then when I started growing up and when I went to college in my graduation, during my graduation, there was a chemistry teacher whom I really liked. She was amazing. I can't tell you guys, I was really very inspired by her. The way she used to teach, the way she used to address a situation, the way she used to help people, and the way she used to do things were amazing. She was very calm and composed. She was very soft spoken, but still people were scared of her. We all as students, we never wanted her to get angry. And she never used to get angry. But then whenever she, spoke in a loud voice, we all were scared. We never wanted to hurt her. She was so good. And the way she used to do things, the way she used to complete the syllabus and help people, like we used to go to the chemistry lab. We used to have labs also. So chemistry labs were a little difficult for us. But she used to help us so well that, it was very easy for us to catch up and do things. So she made life very easy for us. And she was my inspiration. I wanted to be like her, so she was so graceful and she was so diligent and she was so nice that I wanted to look like her and do things like her. How she used to do. She used to manage everything very well. I really liked the way she spoke, the way she, taught us, and the way she handles any situation. So I used to pay a lot of attention on how she's doing things, right? And I wanted to replicate that. I wanted to do those things in that situation. So she was my inspiration at that stage when I was in graduation. This was her. She was so good. Then when I went to the post-graduation and I started, meeting people, more and more people, and I started doing my internship, got into HR. So there was this HR professor of mine who became my inspiration. Now, why she became my inspiration? She was a very different person. She was very happy-go-lucky and she was very positive person. Whenever you talk to her, at that stage during post-graduation, we all are very worried about our careers, right? Graduation is not a point where we worry about our careers, right? We are very relaxed, we are chilled, we enjoy every moment. But when we are in post-graduation, we are a little worried about our career, like what next? How will we shape our career? Where to start from? What to do? We don't have any idea, right? We have never been exposed to the industry. We never know how to get into the industry and how different is the industry. So teachers or professors are somebody whom we go and talk to, right? So this lady or this professor was somebody who had a lot of exposure, a lot of experience. She had studied abroad as well. So she had a lot of exposure, she had a lot of experience, and she was so full of positivity and energy that whenever you go and ask her like, ma'am, I'm so much worried about my career or anything like that, if you say, she will fill you with positive energy, she will fill you with so much positivity that you start feeling good about yourself and about your life and about your career. You start feeling that you will definitely make things happen. So she was such a person that she will change her mind, and I really liked about her. So whenever I was worried or in a situation or in a fix, I used to go to her and speak to her, and she used to tell me, give me the way, give me the right direction, right advice. And that was something which really inspired me. I looked up to her, like, if there is any situation, I knew who is my go-to person or who will rescue me from this situation. So it was her. And I guess, of course, that helped me a lot in gaining a lot of positivity and strength and confidence. And I went out and started searching for job, and I got into the right job. So that I think she helped me to shape my career also, to make me understand what you want to do in life, right? So that is the point when you start looking for a job, you are lost. You don't know what will be best for you, right? You have to get started somewhere. So I think she was somebody who really helped me to understand what I wanted in life and how can I grow in my career. So she was the best person I've ever met in my life. And she has a big role in helping me to reach where I am today. So guys, these were my 3 inspirational stories, like how and when people inspired me and how I grew up idolizing these people, right? So we all have some or the other inspiration, right? We all get inspired by, maybe somebody gets inspired by a Shah Rukh Khan or a Ranbir Kapoor or a Deepika Padukone. You never know. Anybody can be your inspiration. Somebody's inspiration can be Narayan Murthy, Sudha Murthy, or anybody, right? Mark Zuckerberg. Anybody can be your inspiration. It's just that how they've helped you to shape your future or shape your career. That is important. That is where stories come, right? So start searching your story. Who has helped you to become what you are today, or who is that person who still inspires you to achieve something or to be like that person. Start speaking about it. Start coming up with your own story and start speaking about it. Guys, there's no shortcut to practice. These are the best ways of practicing English speaking. If you start practicing speaking in English, things will be very easy for you, right? It will be easier for you to understand English. It will be easier for you to talk to people or translate your ideas to people, right? And it will be easier for you to make sentences. You will never forget words. You will never forget sentences or anything. You will never be grammatically wrong. Okay, start practicing this. Start with basics. Use basic simple sentences. You can construct 1 or 2 sentences, right? You can use my sentences as example and start juggling, right? Juggling with words. Replace those sentences and make your own sentence there. There are many ways, guys, you can do this, right? And start speaking. Start recording yourself while speaking, so that when you hear it or listen, you watch it again, when you watch that video, you will get to know where you are wrong, where you are going wrong, or whether you are able to translate that idea, whether you are able to understand what you are speaking, right? So that is the way how you can correct yourself as well. Start doing these things, guys. Start taking these things seriously. It will just take 10 minutes of yours, not more than that. Trust me on this. 10 minutes every day is nothing for you to speak English fluently and confidently. This will really help you a lot, guys. Start doing it from today and keep practicing it daily. Make it your daily routine to practice it, English speaking, for 10 minutes. And you will see the difference. Trust me on this. See you. Bye-bye.